Alright, today I have just kind of a little serious video here. It's not going to be very long here. Got my one of my card orders in here, and one of them was Bill Clement. I've had this card for probably like 5-7 years or something ridiculous. And then I got this one in here, 79 Atlanta Flames. And Bill Clement lives in Waynesville, North Carolina. And another person I was going to write to on a TCMA card, I can't think of his name right now. He lives in like Sarasota, Florida or somewhere. And another person I was going to write to, and another person, another person, another person. I think we need to take a pause on most of our autograph requests because it's really amazing how many people live in Florida and North Carolina and some of those states that were massively affected by storms. And, you know, if it puts a damper on my autographing requests for a while, who knows? You know, maybe Mr. Clement's house got wiped away. I have no idea. There's a lot of people and a lot of, not a lot of news coming out of some of these hard-hit areas. Just a bunch of, you know, a few YouTubers that were going through and being, you know, shouted at to go home and stuff like that. Even though they lived in the area, they just said, you know, you know, people just don't want to be bothered. They just want, you know, want their lives to be back again. And I think I shared a quick story. I was watching an interview and a guy lost almost 1 million baseball cards. Their entire, like, downstairs or whatever was washed away in their entire backyard. And the young lady collected Pyrex or something like that, and most of her collection, she said, what a silly collection, right? You know, it was all just basically silly collection. And then the husband was not on camera, but he had collected north of, like, you know, 2/3 of 1 million baseball cards or something. I don't know. It was a lot. And we didn't get a sense of what kind of cards they were, but they were all washed away. And she was just joking, saying, well, if you see these baseball cards lying in the mud here, those are my husband's. So just really a crazy event that's affected pretty much everybody. And then other people are affected by other storms coming through and stuff like that. And just a lot of stuff going on, you know, in different parts of the world that basically causes everything to crash to a halt. When I was doing my postcard collection, and all these towns were getting sizzled by fires in California, and some even got very close to here. You know, I had to basically stop my letters to the different post offices, or I had to stop autograph requests to a good fraction of California because I did not know who was affected. You know, if you don't, when in doubt, don't send it out, is basically what it is, you know. I got an RTS today because somebody put the wrong information on Sports Card Forum. That was my problem. I didn't double check there. But I guess I'm going to have to do a halt right here. But I guess it's a good time to just kind of review my collection, see which direction I'm going, see how many cards I'm going to need, and, you know, think positive for upcoming baseball season and watch the Dodgers beat the crud out of the Mets. I'm sorry for those Mets fans, but what can you do? I mean, you never know. The Dodgers could, you know, just belly flop and mess up the whole thing. They've been known to do that, you know. Some of their pitching might go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But anyway, that is pretty much today's video here. Just let me know what you're doing, and I have heard nobody mention anything about stopping a TTM other than a few comments that I've made through, you know, my blah, blah, this happened and this happened and this happened. So that is today's video here. I'm going to kind of pause my other video for tomorrow if I can get that going at some point here. I'm going to get back on track here as long as I don't damage all my cards here and knock them on the floor. That's like the least of my worries right now. But I've got to get to sorting and doing some other, you know, chores around the place here, and thank you for watching.